Hello, I'm Melanie Hubbard, and welcome to After LUTV News, where we will discuss interesting topics in news and pop culture with our panel of reporters. While people were stuffing themselves with turkey, this 1-year-old was having a blast dressed as a cowboy for his birthday party. What is normally seen as a child's game became the source of news when Kevin Hart and wife Aniko Hart decided to throw their son a Cowboys and Indians themed party. People took to Twitter to say the party appropriated Native American culture, while some believed it was just a party. What are your thoughts on the backlash that happened?
Well, I think if it was just the Cowboys instead of just the Native Americans, I think it would have been fine. But I kind of agree with how people are mad about it.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of on the fence about it because I completely see why it's offensive. But at the same time, it's kind of it's a child's party, and I just would never want anyone to throw any type of race-themed party, you know?
Right. Yeah, I agree with you saying, Melanie, but I feel like people got to look at it. It was just it was no ill will towards the subject. It was just, Kevin Hart and Nico being parents, trying to do something different. I respect them from doing something different, instead of having a superhero party. Or some the norm with 1-year-old parties. So I respect it.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like it was meant to be fun and not have ill intentions. But I also see the other side, how people could be offended. But overall, I feel like people are just getting a little bit too sensitive to certain things. And I think overall, it was okay, he's 1 year old.
So I've seen some comments on Twitter and Instagram. Of course, people had their opinions of saying that it's kind of compared to a Nazi and Jews party, or saying that it's maybe a blackface party. Did y'all think that would be kind of comparison, or you think that's ridiculous?
Oh no,
I feel like that's just ridiculous. I mean, the Nazi and Jew thing. I mean, that's kind of overboard. But a cowboy and Native American thing. John, I agree with you saying it can be a little offensive, but I just disagree. It's just a 1-year-old party, a 1-year-old having a party, and I don't really see any ill will towards it. I just find it fun, something different. You don't hear too much about that.
So you would be okay if someone threw a African American party where they're drinking Kool-Aid and fried chicken and things like that. So that would be okay?
No.
Yeah.
Well, that's basically they have
okay.
teepees, they have the little blankets,
Okay,
Native American
but
theme.
they could have really went to the extreme with it. They could have had headsets, they could have had everything. It was just blankets. Calm down. The Kardashians, they have done this costume and they had the whole headset on and everything. They just had blankets on, and I'm it's okay.
But the Kardashians also got backlash when they do things like that. When Kim did Aaliyah for a costume party, or when she did Selena, everybody went crazy on her, and that was just an artist or a celebrity. So I feel that would be okay. But as far as doing a race party, that's kind of on the edge.
I think in the sense of how you said it's a Nazi themed party, I think it kind of connects with the whole if somebody did a slavery type of Southern Belle type deal. I think Paula Deen even had this idea when she came under flack with this her wedding plans for her child was some type of the black people were supposed to be the servants and they're supposed to be slaves.
Yeah.
And things I think it's kind of the same way with this. But I mean, yeah, you said it was without an intent, and I agree in that, but I just still think that people get offended for it, and yeah.
At the end of the day, I feel people are always going to have something to say. They could have did another party and they could have got backlash from it. So it's just it's social media nowadays. People just feel the need to say how they feel about everything.
So do you think it's kind of the people who are related to Native Americans, the Native Americans are offended, or you think it's other people that's just commenting and have an opinion on it?
It's definitely
it's other people. It's always gonna be other people that's gonna comment. Just like you said, the Kim Kardashian thing. Well, they're the Kardashians. They get backlash over anything they do. But I mean, I I really don't find anything wrong with it too much. But the Nazi and the Paula Deen with the black servants, that's like over the top. Yeah. But like Courtney said too though, everyone's gonna say something. Like I saw on Twitter, somebody said if they had a dinosaur themed party that people are still gonna say something, which of course it's always gonna be that one person. And if one person says something, then it starts. I feel like that's how this situation started. Just one person saying something, everybody, just people behind their screens.
I think it kind of relates to kind of like the Colin Kaepernick thing with everyone saying that people in the military and veterans are offended with the players kneeling. Yeah. I think it's kind of relates to that because it's like, where are the Native Americans that are speaking up about it? I believe that it's a lot of other cultures just saying, oh, it's offensive, it's offensive. I think it's great that they can speak up for other cultures, because I like when people speak up for women and speak up for African Americans and Hispanics and things like that. But I feel like if someone is offended, then I think they should actually speak up about it.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like with the other cultures, like, I don't want to blame like this one part, but like it's just this group of people like thinking like, oh, they're like these social justice warriors and they think that they're doing a great thing when in reality you're just spouting noise. I mean, I agree with them, but like it's still like basically like that sense of entitlement that they get.
Okay, so thank you for tuning in to After LUTV News. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter for more LUTV content. See you next time.